Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Hash. All praises, honor, and glory, love, respect, faith, and power, and trust, and all credit to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and my Heavenly Big Brother, Yahweh Shah. Thank you so much for what you've done, what you're doing, and what you're going to do. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of GMS, great millstone, who I learned from, and all the men scattered all over the world, teaching this truth and none but the truth in the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Bashim Awashai. Trying to put a spiritual bug in you Hebrew Israelites' ears, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds. And what is a speckled bird? That'd be a Hebrew Israelite that look like some of the heathen nations, like for example, a Hebrew Israelite that look like a so-called white person, or so-called Chinese person, etc., etc. Got some videos lined up about Esau, Amalek. Gonna play these videos. I'm gonna get into the scripture my best ability. Say whatever I gotta say through the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Shema Shah, the Holy Spirit of Krahak Dash, Lord willing be on me. Let's get it.
The European Union has agreed new sanctions against Israeli settlers. The bloc points to a surge in violence against Palestinians in the occupied West Bank since the start of the war in Gaza. Israel has denounced the measures, calling the sanctions arbitrary and political.
In Brussels, EU foreign ministers approved new sanctions to blacklist individual Israeli settlers and organizations. The measures had been blocked for months by the former Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, but the new government in Budapest has now lifted the veto.
Today, we reached a political agreement to sanction Israeli extremist settlers and entities. This goes together with new sanctions on leading Hamas figures. This means that we move from the political deadlock that was there for a long time. Violence and extremism carry consequences.
The new sanctions reflect rising violence against Palestinians as Israeli settlements expand in the occupied West Bank. The EU says there has been a surge in violence by settlers since the Gaza war began in October 2023. Israel's foreign minister, however, has condemned the EU's decision.
The European Union has chosen, in an arbitrary and political manner, to impose sanctions on Israeli citizens and entities because of their political views and without any basis.
Because y'all niggas are violent. Y'all terrorists. Y'all terrorizing people who just minding their own business, doing what they do on a daily just living their life. And here comes them rat niggers come along and terrorize them. It's just like you Edomites over here in America, always terrorizing so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans. Fucking niggers. Now, Edomites got to go, man.
Despite the agreement, EU nations remain divided over whether to go further.
And for fun, you got Edomites calling this shit out. They show you they're divided. The house of Edom is falling. Can't stand.
Some pushing for broader economic measures against Israeli settlements.
Our Brussels correspondent Rosie Burchard is on the story. Rosie, tell us more about these sanctions. What's the idea behind them?
The idea is to have some sort of punitive measure in response to what the EU says is a surge in violence against Palestinians. Now, this is a measure which had been on EU ministers' table for months. It had been long stalled, and I think most here think it was also really long overdue. Once we saw that new Hungarian government sworn in over the weekend, that appeared to be the thing which shifted the dial, lifted that veto, and meant that this measure could move forward. But Nicole, make no mistake, this is seen as an absolute lowest common denominator. There are all sorts of other ideas which have been knocking around EU ministers' table for months and even years at this stage over tougher punitive measures against not only violent settlers but against, in fact, the Israeli government. And those, for now, still really remain stalled and don't seem to be moving anywhere fast due to the bitter divisions between EU members on this topic of ties with Israel, which is one of those which causes such deep disagreement between these countries.
Let's zoom in on Germany, because Berlin has a strong but diplomatically sensitive relationship with Israel. Is Germany,
of course,
fully backing these sanctions?
Yes, Germany is fully backing these sanctions against violent settlers and groups that are seen as supporting them. But beyond that, Germany is not in favour of any tougher EU-level action against the Israeli government, which has been proposed so far. So we saw in the past Germany blocking a proposed measure to downgrade trade ties with Israel. Instead, Berlin has been urging for dialogue with Israel. And I should say that that has been frustrating some other EU countries. It really struck me today to hear Luxembourg's foreign minister making what I think was a really veiled or thinly veiled allusion to Germany when he said some countries are using their history in a way which he says is preventing any EU action. He says that has rendered him speechless. So there is some criticism of Berlin.
What the fuck is sanction going to do to a baby dick sucker? What is that going to do to an Israeli settler? You can't sanction the whole fucking country. You just sanctioning a settler, and that's it. Well, what can that sound? What that settler Can't. What the fuck is that gonna do? Anyway, this shit retarded. But I just want to put the news. I wasn't sure what the hell this video was about and what they're gonna talk about. But it sounds stupid. I mean, a settler. Well, you can't sanction a whole country because the Israeli government, they greenlight them whatever the hell these settlers are doing. You niggas can't sanction, but I guess what? They still funding them motherfuckers. I'm pretty sure of that. And they're using Israeli tech. They still doing that. Anyway, next video.
Although I'm not really sure how the military campaign resumes because we're beyond the 60-day deadline that he has to get congressional approval. Other than what they're saying here, it looks like what they're going to do, guys, is they're going to call an end to Operation Epic Fury, and they're going to start a new operation, rename it something else, and that technically starts a new special military operation. So he'll have another 60 days. What a way to bypass things, huh? You just rename the conflict every 60 days.
Ain't a new operation supposed to be coming up called Sludgehammer? Sludgehammer. Call my name. That Peter Gabriel, some shit like that. Yeah, Peter Gabriel.
Smart one. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and we're kicking off the week in a pretty wild way in the global foreign conflict area. If you haven't seen some of these, we've got Putin of Russia coming out talking about how the war with Ukraine is essentially over. We'll see how that one actually pans out. And then you've got old Uncle Bibi going on to 60 Minutes, letting everyone know that he will be the one who decides when this conflict with Iran ends, and is now calling officially for the United States to put boots on the ground. So that should be great. That's definitely going to de-escalate this conflict. So yeah, we're going to take a look at that today, see what's actually going on, and yeah, it's not looking great. Shocker. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel. Follow us on Patreon. Grab some America First, America Only merch. Let's jump into it. First thing we're going to do is watch this. I am almost in shock at this 60-minute interview of the actual audacity of Bibi to say some of the things that he's saying. But again, none of it's really shocking. So let's kick it off and take a look at this interview first, and we'll talk about it. Now, before we start, I got to tell you guys, he is not looking physically great in this interview. And I know he's been dealing with some health issues, but yeah, he's looking almost as bad as Trump. All right, let us know what's going on, because we all know who's really in charge.
Is the war with Iran over? And if it isn't, who will decide when it is?
I think it accomplished a great deal, but it's not over because there's still nuclear material, enriched uranium, that has to be taken out of Iran. There's still enrichment sites that have to be dismantled. There's still proxies that Iran supports. There are ballistic missiles that they still want to produce. Now, we've degraded a lot of it, but all of that is still there. And there's work to be done.
All right, there's more to this. It gets even worse than that. But let's just talk about what he's saying there. Of course, he says right out the gate that, no, this conflict is absolutely not over. And we all know he's the one that apparently pulls the strings and holds the cards on this, because every time we try to come to a peace negotiation, we go ahead and break that ceasefire. But what he says there, it's not over because, well, there's still uranium. There's still enriched uranium. There's still uranium enrichment. There's still enrichment sites. There's still proxies. There's still ballistic missile capabilities. So is that what the strategic intent here is for America? Because I thought for us, well, actually, I don't know what it is for us because we've never been told, but maybe this is it. I didn't realize this was a complete dismantling of Iran that had to happen before this conflict was over. So this is very, very enlightening for the American people to find out, because if that's the case, oh, we have a long, like 20 years way to go to accomplish all that. All right, so great to find out that, again, this conflict is not over and is not about to be over. Thanks for informing the American people on this one, Mr. Bibi. Let's see what else you got.
How do you envision the highly enriched uranium will be removed from Iran?
You go in and you take it out.
With what? Special forces from Israel? Special forces of the United States?
Well, I'm not going to talk about military means, but what President Trump has said to me, I want to go in there. And I think it can be done physically. That's not the problem. If you have an agreement and you go in and you take it out, why not? That's the best way.
I'm guessing they're going to go nuclear. I mean, they've been talking about that shit for a while. I don't know, but bomb something. I don't know.
What if there isn't an agreement?
But then, I don't know.
Can it be taken out by force?
Well, you're going to ask me these questions. I'm going to dodge them because I'm not going to talk about our military possibilities.
Yes, all the things you want to hear about a conflict that we're trying to de-escalate. You love to hear that Bibi said himself there, Trump told me he wants to go in and take it. Now, I can tell you guys this, actually going in and raiding an underground bunker facility in a hostile country that has the ability to drone strike you and drop ballistic missiles on you is not realistic. The time it takes to complete a mission like that, all the heavy equipment you have to bring in, you're pulling out massively radioactive material, all of the hazmat gear you have to have, then you just fly in there and just go about your business and Iran's not going to do anything about it? So the idea is silly to begin with, but again, the fact that Bibi is letting us know that we need to put boots on the ground, and I love how he dodges the question when specifically asked would it be American Special Forces boots or Israel Special Forces boots, then all of a sudden he doesn't want to answer the question because we all know the answer to that is, well, no, it will be specifically only American soldiers.
Oh yeah, we'll be American soldiers. Not no bombs involved, no nuclear bombs. Anyway.
Who put boots on the ground, as he said so already himself. I also like how he...
I ain't gonna play no more of this shit, but I was just curious about what this video is about. If you want to watch the rest of it, there go the title of it, there go the channel. Let's get to see what this is about.
You went on the Bill Maher show, I saw you on Tucker Carlson's show. Like, how do you find talking across the so-called divide?
Let me just say, I probably shouldn't have done Bill Maher's show. I regret it deeply, mostly because he's not a man who's interested in having an honest conversation about what's happening in the Middle East. He is so deeply biased. The reason why I agreed to do it, and usually when I'm debating that topic, I'm forceful. In this case, I wasn't forceful because I was trying to make a case politely to his audience. I knew I wasn't going to change his mind. But the reason why I go on these shows is because I know they have sizable audiences and I can make my case. Doing so by yelling at him and being super forceful wasn't going to be successful. And so on top of that, he made the conversation about where in the Middle East I would feel most comfortable wearing a skirt. So I hated that conversation. So in regard to other interviews I've had with conservatives, I mean, Tucker Carlson is a good example of where I feel there's been progress made. Because regardless of what you might think of Tucker Carlson or his past, he has definitely matured and grown. And he says this all the time. He's remorseful of the foreign policy that he supported in his earlier years. He was very much in favor of the 2003 invasion into Iraq. Now he's very critical of that. And he beats himself up about it on his own show. So when he was willing to do that, that was when I was willing to actually have a conversation with him. I did a lot of research before I agreed to do it. Then I go on the show. I'm nervous the whole time. I'm worried that he might be hoodwinking me or something. No, he's sincere. He's sincere. He is disgusted with what's been going on in the Middle East. He is the most vociferous critic of the U.S. alliance with Israel, given how detrimental it has been to the American people. And I see him as an ally on that issue in particular. Now, if we're talking about reproductive rights, that's a different story entirely, and I have no problem debating him on that issue.
Well, bitch, you a loser. You a demon. I'm pretty sure I'm all for Tucker Carlson when it comes to reproduction rights. And hey, if you got raped and you pregnant by the rapist, well, there's ways to deal with that. But you still gonna keep that fucking baby, nigga. Yeah, you gonna go biblical, but you know somebody like her when it comes to her beliefs in Bible, it's a negative. It's not zero. It's straight up below zero. She don't give a fuck about it. But y'all gonna give a fuck about it when that time comes. Anyway, let me get back to the video.
Forcefully so. But one of the most important issues facing us today, he is an ally. And I believe that one of the most important things we can do as Americans is decouple from Israel. No more relationship. We don't have to go to war with them, but no more money, no more so-called alliance. We have enabled Israel to carry out modern Nazi policies of ethnic cleansing, mass slaughter, land theft, border expansion. It's unacceptable. And we're the ones enabling it.
Why is it the most important issue to your mind?
It's the most important issue to my mind because take a look at everything we've lost as a result of that alliance with Israel. We have been fighting Israel's wars in the Middle East. In fact, it really took off during the Bush administration. We spent $8 trillion fighting in the Middle East, and that was before the latest wars. We had an economic surplus before George W. Bush came into office. Then, because of these Middle East wars, our national debt shot up. We're now $40 trillion in national debt. Last year, we spent $1 trillion just servicing that debt. This is destroying our country. It's sucking us dry, and we're losing soldiers. We are creating hostility toward the United States, and I think that hostility is justified given all the pain and damage that we have enabled and took part in. We're alienating ourselves from our allies. All of this is being done for our ally?
Yeah, this is all being done. I gotta say this. I'll just get straight to the point. The Lord fucking you niggas, or the Lord is doing this. The Lord is cursing America. Plaguing America. Making all the allies turn against America, Babylon the Great. And fucking up your military and all, whatever hell else. Now these other nations that was against you, now they He was against America. Now they are stronger than America when it comes to building up being stronger. And plus the allies are against you. All this other shit. Yeah. Anyway.
This is not an ally, but it's all being done for Israel. We are basically killing our...
Yeah, well, at least it dropped the flop. And look, and the flop, that flop be, how can I say, at least, I meant to say be Israel, or the Israelis, Amalek is fucking America up.
Our own country to help Israel expand their empire. So I see it as one of the most important issues. The second most important issue is getting money out of politics. And if I can work with people on the right who are like-minded on those issues to actually do something about these very real systemic problems, I'm going to do it. Because to me, you know,
What you say getting money out of politics? What the fuck I gonna do?
Loyalty or devotion to a political side is not important. What's important is actually getting something done.
Do you ever worry that working with some of those people...
So I guess you believe there's still there's a future here in America. Shit, ain't gonna be no future after this shit. After this World War III is done, ain't gonna be no future of America.
on issues that you do agree with might result in them coming to power and then them removing some of the rights that you disagree with them on. Because I think about this a lot when I hear, Candace or Tucker, both of them obviously on Israel, very strong, very grateful that their voices are out there on that issue. But then when I hear Candace talking about you should be at home serving your husband, that's where a woman's place is, or, when...
Yeah, and you're right. That's supposed to be. Because all that feminism shit is a hoax. It's bullshit. Y'all been hoodwinked, believe that shit. To keep the mother out the house so she can't raise the children. And shit. Now, and it's all about money, too. They want more money out of the income to get them taxes and tax money and shit. To have more people working and shit.
I hear Tucker talking about, he's telling Britain, your heydays were when you were a colonial empire and, nostalgic for those times. And I'm thinking about a lot of my friends who, family members died in anti-colonial struggles. We don't want to go back to that, And I think about things like the rolling back of, so-called Obamacare. But, things we've gained can be taken away and have been taken away for you guys already, right? Particularly when it comes to women's reproductive rights. I mean, how do you balance that?
Goddamn! I want the right to abort my baby, murder my baby. I consider your ass abortion. We in Babylon, bruh. Giving your baby up to Baal and sacrifice. You aborting your baby, and then what the hell them motherfuckers gonna do with that fetus? They gonna make a whole lot of money. It's funny, they charge your ass for aborting the baby. They gonna make $1,000, maybe $5,000, maybe $50,000 off that damn fetus for stem cells. So motherfucking get they backs, get them injections and shit. Nigga, please.
Those rights are gone. Those rights are gone. Those rights are gone. Let's talk about that, okay?
No, I don't want to hear that shit. Nah, that stupid nigga bitch. The Lord gonna kill this stupid bitch. Let's get to the next one.
Now, I remember years ago.
He a little wacko too. These fucking crazy ass leftist niggas. I don't give a fuck about no left, no right. I don't care. Care about that shit, cause these niggas like these, from him to the other bitch, that's all they talk about is this side and that, this side and this side. I'm like, nigga, y'all both ain't shit, and y'all in deep delusion.
Probably a decade.
But I'm just curious about what they. Oh, you see what I be calling these niggas baby dick suckers? Look at this shit. Trump defends the sucking of the baby dick or dicks. Damn, look at this shit. Trump defends the sucking of baby dicks. I swear this is not clickbait. Oh, it's not, because this is what these niggas do. The Amalek, the Jewish baby dick sucking faggot fuckers.
Ago or more, I remember covering a story on my show about how there is this religious practice that happens where in Orthodox Jewish communities, you have this thing called a mole or a mole. And basically what it is a rabbi. And there's this ceremony that happens when they want to circumcise a baby. And effectively they do the circumcision themselves. They're not medical doctors, but they do the circumcision themselves. And then, I'm not kidding here, it sounds like this is fake or, some smear thing or what. It's not, it's real. What they do is they circumcise, so they cut off the tip of the baby dick. And then the mole sucks off the tip of the baby dick. I'm not kidding. I wish I was kidding, I'm not kidding. That's what happens. Don't take my word for it, go read it. Anything I say here.
Now that was a real laugh earlier, then now I got this fake laugh, but
you have my permission. Always fucking fact check me. Always go look it up. Always go Google it. Shit, who the fuck am I? Why should you trust me? Right? Nobody should. Nobody should trust anybody. Verify that shit. So go look it up. In Orthodox Judaism, there is a thing where the moles circumcise the baby, then suck off the tip of the baby dick, and get rid of the blood with their mouth. That's what they do. Now, the story I covered years ago is
Was it in New York where this guy here was doing that same shit? And then got like 70-something babies. 70-something babies contracted some STDs from this nigga. Some I don't know, what was it? Herpes? The babies got herpes. And when they found out about the shit, that nigga found out he was in trouble. So well, guess where he go? He went straight to Israel. Yes, sir. After sucking all them baby dicks. Goodness gracious.
There was a problem. Well, obviously there's a problem, but you had some of these kids were dying because they ended up getting herpes from the mole.
Herpes, yeah.
And so you had health officials step in and law enforcement step in and basically be like, hey, you can't do that. Like, sorry, you can't. How dare you? This is my religion.
This is anti-Semitic. I'm going to give babies herpes from the dingling. Shit.
Don't give a shit. Do not give a shit. Like, would that be a sufficient?
And that's their own people. They daggone off in their own population.
Dodge for rape, for assault, for murder, right? Is that legit? No. At some point you gotta go, I don't care. I don't care. Freedom of religion doesn't mean I get to commit other crimes that are obvious crimes and should be crimes. Like, freedom of religion is like, if you're doing this benign thing, then sure. This is not benign.
But it ain't benign. You putting your mouth on the baby's dingaling, nigga. Goodness gracious, bro. No. That's some pedophile shit, nigga. You don't hear that in the Bible? That's not biblical. It's Talmudish. It's Talmudish. It's in the Talmud. But it ain't in the Bible, nigga. What the fuck wrong with these niggas? That show you these niggas ain't. That's already so many strikes. These niggas had so many strikes that prove that they are not the people in the Bible. Goodness gracious. And they said the Bible on the wicked, the earth was given to the hands of the wicked. So what's that mean? It's these niggas. These niggas are doing some wicked shit. They giving STDs to babies through they sucking their dicks. And I'm gonna say it like that. Man, vulgar my ass. Fuck it. The world is fucking vulgar, man. Get straight up. And if you don't like it, kick rocks, bitch. If you don't like what I say, fly away, nigga. I don't care. Shit, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say because, hey, it's real.
Right?
As Israel.
So I covered this.
But not them niggas. Them niggas ain't Israel. The real Israelites be you so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds. Somebody that look like him or the last chick earlier. What's her name? Ann, her right there. She could be an Israelite. He could be an Israelite. He a goofy ass nigga.
Decade ago or more. Well, guess what? This story.
Well, not goofy, but I mean, he's silly, like a so-called Puerto Rican dude.
Kind of rearing its head again, because this happened in Belgium. And I have a local news clip here for you. We're going to watch, and then I'm going to break it down further. This is from I-24. Here's what they say about a similar instance that happened in Belgium and what the fallout was. Pay very close attention to what they say here.
For thousands of years, moels have been instrumental in performing the Brit Milah on the 8th day after a boy's birth. However, Belgium, which has seen a surge of anti-Semitism, has laws mandating all circumcisions be performed by licensed doctors.
Okay, let's...
And all them little niggas, them little rats been victims of these fucking perverts. These little baby dick sucking ass niggas. He's like, yeah, my baby, my. Yeah, I don't even want to say it now. I don't want to say it now. I don't even want to say it now. The little boy be like, yeah, I got my. Yeah, anyway.
Just pause here for a second. That doesn't sound unreasonable to me. Hey, if you're going to do a circumcision, it should be... Look, there's a bigger conversation to have about circumcision. If I'm being honest, I'm against it. I am circumcised, but also I think it's bad. I think it's brutal. I think the arguments that are in favor of it are sort of...
How can it be brutal? It ain't like you getting your shit completely cut off. You just a snippet. It's a on the head, whatever the hell is that. It's a It ain't even really nothing. It ain't really. I mean, anyway, the way they describe it, I ain't never seen this shit happen. I don't want to see it. Hell, it ain't happened to me. And that nigga probably never got it, so he lying his ass off.
Like rationalization?
Because, I mean, shit.
It's more than like, you know, a good sufficient reason to start chopping off the...
Because he another one that don't care about the Bible. Yeah, I think he another one. He what do you call atheist? Yeah, I mean, he a Nazi. I don't know if he's an atheist or Nazi. But he another one that don't give a fuck about the Bible, so shit.
Hips of babies' penises? Call me crazy? So, but that's a separate conversation. if we grandfather in, okay, circumcisions are going to happen. Okay. Yeah, I would say a medical professional should be the bare minimum that one could ask for, but let's keep going.
And last year, Antwerp police made several arrests after a raid. Joining us now from Brussels is Avi Tail, the director of the European
Yeah, you know who he is. He another one of them niggas.
Jewish Community Center of Brussels.
The Brit Milah has been part of Jewish life for literally thousands of years in Europe.
So he's saying that, hey, this ceremony is part of Jewish life for thousands.
No, it ain't written in the Bible. Shit, it ain't written in the Bible that a man should put his mouth on another male's private part. Shit, no. What the fuck? These niggas out their damn mind. They ain't the people. Baby dick sucking Jewish faggot fuckers.
Of years, like
Amalek.
It is a religious freedom issue. This is what this guy's saying.
The Belgian Jewish community is a wonderful community contributing to society in all branches of life. The Antwerp Jewish community, it's a thriving Jewish community. And I think this is a defining crisis, because criminalizing such a Jewish practice, which is in the core of Jewish life, many of us wonder if there is a future for the Jewish community in Belgium.
Hey, you know what? This person here says, I don't want to look that up, Cal. Hell, what you should do is look up what's in the Talmud. Oh, yeah. Let me look that up. And you know, I'm going to leave a comment. Damn, what was it? The Talmud. Oh, damn, there you go right there. 11b6. What did it say about 11b6? Yeah, they came up real fast because I looked that up earlier. It's still in the memory. About arranged marriages. What it says, oh yeah, with regard of an adult man who engaged in intercourse with a minor girl less than 3 years old, or a minor boy less than 9 years old who engaged in intercourse with an adult woman, or a woman who had a hymen ruptured by wood, or what, or wood, any other foreign object. What? I ain't never read this part. I was supposed to be down here, I think. Yeah, that's what happened. I was supposed to be down. But what? Anyway, each of these, hold on. Yeah, the marriage contract for each of these women is 200 dinars. I can't pronounce that. This is the statement of Rabbi goddamn whatever his name is. Let's get to this one. This is number 6. Ravel said that this is what the anyway, the adult man who engaged in intercourse with a minor girl less than 3 years old has been nothing as intercourse. For a girl less than 3 years old is damn, what the fuck? I'm trying to get this word. Tantamite. I don't know what the hell that is. Let me look that up. Come on, nigga, give me my damn...
Tantamount.
Tantamount. Value, meaning, effect. Tantamount to poking a... so it's like... So, yeah. It's like what they're saying, a man having sexual intercourse with a 3-year-old girl, or no, less than 3 years old. Less than 3 years old. So it could be 1 year old. It could be a newborn baby. God damn. Anyway, it's tantamount, or it's like to poking a finger into the eye. So wow. So they're describing it as being tight. In the case of one eye, after a tear falls from it, another tear forms to replace it. So my God. Anyway, I'm done. Hold on. What is this? The ruptured hymen of the girl younger than 3 in. Oh my God. Anyway, yes, I'm gonna leave in a comment. I'll say read Read Talmud. Read Talmud. Oh shit, Forza Horizon 6. Nope. Wrong thing I had copied. Yeah, I'm downloading that game right now. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck? Yeah, that's all I want to do. Get this. And 5 too, shit. Read Talmud, that, and 5. And 5. Shit. They say more about... let me see. You will learn. You will learn. You will learn. You will learn. Damn, I can't spell learn. Shit. You will learn so much more reading that book. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it right there and let everybody see this motherfucker. Yep, and I'm done. Let's get back to this video. I'm probably gonna end this shit. No, I'm gonna let it keep playing.
So what he's saying is, this is so unfair that you're stopping us from doing this, that we wonder if there even is a future for us here, because you guys are being so unfair, you're being so unkind, you're oppressing us by not allowing us to use our religious freedom and do this ceremony.
Alright, that's enough of this shit. That's why I call them the baby dick sucking Jewish faggot fuckers. Goodness gracious. Where is it in the Bible where a man has to put his mouth, pretty much give a baby head? Where is that in the Bible? There's nowhere in there. That's gay. That's some faggot shit. That you should, oh my goodness, how many of these motherfuckers should be put to death for that faggot shit and giving STDs to these babies? Goodness fucking gracious. Let's get to the next one. These niggas are garbage.
Right, so on the 12th of May, the reporting restrictions came off the Filton case, finally. What was sitting underneath them has finally been allowed into public view. Mr. Justice Johnson, sitting in the Crown Court, made a ruling back in March of last year, before the first trial of the Palestine Action defendants had even begun, that there appeared to be a terrorist connection to what they did at the Elbit Systems factory in Filton, near Bristol, in August of 2024. And that ruling was kept from the jury in the first trial. And it was also kept from the jury in the second trial. And it's been kept from the public until now. 2 juries sat through that case, you have to bear in mind. The first cleared the defendants of aggravated burglary and failed to reach verdicts on criminal damage, and the second convicted 4 of criminal damage, while still being kept away from the terrorism consequence Johnson had already ruled appeared to sit beside the case. 4 of them, Charlotte Head, Samuel Corner, Leona Cameo and Fatima Rajwani, were convicted of criminal damage on the 5th of May. Samuel Corner was also convicted of grievous bodily harm without intent and cleared of GBH with intent. And 2 others, Zoe Rogers and Jordan Devlin, were acquitted of criminal damage, despite having admitted to doing that. So, fathom that one out. All 6 had already been cleared of aggravated burglary at the earlier trial, where the jury could not reach verdicts on the criminal damage charge. Sentencing is provisionally listed for the 12th of June at Woolwich Crown Court, and the 4 convicted are now remanded in custody until that date. The mechanism Johnson is expected to use is Section 69 of the Sentencing Act of 2020.
I ain't gonna play no more of this. It's pretty much something to do with some small head niggers. Anyway, let's get to the next video. As you can see, I mean, there go the thumbnail. Anytime you see that ninja star of death, it's always that it's that video talking about them niggas.
In New York, it's very common to understand that the Zionists are very much in control of the real estate industry. That's a huge...
I wish they stopped saying Zionist. Goodness fucking gracious. Stop saying Zionist, nigga. That's what they like to do. They try to separate them baby dick suckers with the good baby dick suckers. They're all baby dick suckers. They're all Amalek. They're all the same fucking people. They might not be down with the Zionist movement of exterminating people, but hell, they benefit off that motherfucker. Especially all the backs of you so-called Black Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Middle Indians. And they claiming that we're the holy people. I'm like, nigga, please, you are not no people, nigga. Goodness gracious. And these niggas be... Come on, bro. And then plus another thing... fuck it. Let me just let the video play. Fuck all that Zionist shit.
Thing in New York, it's a huge thing in Miami. And it's a huge thing in a number of other parts of the United States, but in particular, New York and Miami is where it's at its strongest. And so, credit to a very funny man, Walter Masterson, who got into this. So the real deal, if you don't know who they are, this is a very popular Instagram channel that follows all the latest maneuverings at the highest levels of real estate. And they hosted an event this past week in New York, and a handful of people managed to get in there that the people that were hosting the event clearly did not want them to be there.
Acknowledge you for taking $2 billion of the city's money.
Sir, this is not the time for this. Sir, this is not the time for this. Guy, please.
You, the taxpayer, are going to pay for this. All of you are going to pay for this. You're going to pay for it.
Hey, like, check this out. And they say so much about Zionists. Do all those people here in America, them baby dick suckers in America, they get welfare checks. Their children get money, like, I don't know how much a month. Let me check that. Oh, no, because if I Google that shit, they'll probably say it's anti-Semitic. Fuck it, I will check it out. Let me start that over. How much reparations do Jewish children get in America? Let's see what they say. Do not receive general reparations? Well, what the fuck do they get? It's supposed to be welfare, right? Let's see how much welfare do they get. If I'm spelling welfare right, I don't know. Shit, welfare. And watch what they gonna say. Oh, they can't tell you that either. Of course they can't. These fuckers run. Oh, what is this? Tax. With the federal children's tax, with the $2,000 per child. No, nigga, they ain't telling you shit. They ain't telling you shit. What is this? 23% of Jews and nationality governments. They getting some money off that shit. They ain't telling you shit. But look, these niggas ain't got to work. All they do go to school for free, and they're getting paid. They get paid, nigga. And once when them motherfuckers get enough, when they get 18, 20 years old, they get enough money saved up. They got enough money to start up a restaurant, a club, a car dealership, a fucking open up a library. Which, yeah, ain't no money in that. But anyway, hey, man, if they got a little money, throw away, they'll open up a library. But there's a restaurant, a club. Or either strip club, yeah. They'll start off a strip club or porn industry or some porn shit for the OnlyFans type of shit. Hell yeah, all them niggas run that motherfucker. All them niggas, you can there's a small hat nigger behind all them porn sites, all them big chain of porn industry. Damn right, every single one is a gutter rat hiding behind all that shit. Even the one just died not too long ago. The one that ran that nigga in the Lord gave that nigga cancer and killed that nigga. What's that shit called? OnlyFans. Yeah, that motherfucker. Anyway, but these niggas got money, bruh. And they print that shit anyway. But anyway. And you don't even want to see these niggas keep talking about Zions. Nigga, oh my goodness. Don't get me started, nigga. Like all the ones that not Zionists, they innocent. Please. Ain't nobody innocent.
You're out of order! You're out of order! This whole freaking system's out of order! And he's right. It is. 1,000% out of order. And this guy, Jeff Blau, he is... Oh, he's quite the guy. We'll get to that in a minute.
You're gonna pay for it! The taxpayer pays for this! We need more luxury housing! Are you gonna wrestle me? You're gonna wrestle me? We need more luxury housing in Hudson Yards!
Coach, can I just tell you, a lot of people have paid to be here today.
No one gives a flying fuck that people paid there to be there today. In fact, because they did pay to be there today, all the more reason why that room should be disrupted. And they didn't pay just a little bit of money. Chances are they may have spent thousands of dollars to be there, to take in the wisdom of the very uber rich and powerful that is New York Zionist real estate. People really don't understand that the difference between today and perhaps even the past few years, if not outright yesterday.
I mean, and it's just like, even like the people that's in real estate, they're not down for the, well, man, get the fuck out of here, man. This shit is a joke. I still use these niggas' videos, and the chick he usually have on the show, I think she a small hat too. Jen. Yeah, she a small hat too, I believe. Man, get the fuck out of here.
is that these types of disruptions, they're happening a lot. Now they're happening all the time. This is a much greater frequency. People are going to events and they don't know what the hell to expect. What are they going to do? Be like Deputy Wasserman Schultz and cart it off from all public and make sure that everything is private? That's what they're heading for. That's probably what they want anyway. But again, the more they do that, the more the public unites against them. That's what's going to happen.
And it's really not fair what you guys are doing.
Jeff Blau, your $2 billion money grab is going to displace low and middle income Americans. You are destroying the fabric of our society.
Guys, Remy, I need like real security here. What the hell?
I got an idea. Why don't you get off your lazy, wealthy, Zionist ass and do it yourself? But you see, guys, they're just used to every...
Man, shit, I say, get off your lazy, baby dick sucking Zionist ass. How about that? Throw that in there, baby dick sucking Jewish faggot fucking ass. Man, I don't want to hear this shit no more. Anyway, that shit going on. What is that? Oh, yeah. Confronting at, what was it? Israelis confronted at Palestine land buying event in New York. Well, damn. They just... But they doing this shit here in America. Heck yeah. They trying to find a safe place to live. Because they ain't nowhere safe for these motherfuckers to live, man. Shit, they want to either burn your ass out of your homes. Shit, I don't know. Let me get some. These damn devils. I'll just read this. They taking your home, taking your land. This ain't your rest, man. These fucking rats. And it ain't this. Hey, this is all. Anyway, this goes for you regular ass white folks too. Shit, y'all niggas doing the same damn thing. And so, shit. Anyway, Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice because it is in the power of their hand. They cover fields and take them by violence. Cause look what these rats are doing. They taking people homes away, even though they heathens. I mean, I want this shit happen to my heathens, my slaves. No. My slaves gonna have homes to live in. They ain't gotta worry about a pack of rats coming in with AR-15s or fucking rifles and shit and body armor to come in and shoot your ass up and terrorize you, burn up your olive trees and rape your dog and your sheep and shit. No, man, they ain't gotta be living on life like that. They gonna be living good. But they gonna be working their ass out while they building my damn kingdom though. And take care of my landscaping. Yeah. But hey, they gonna be taken care of. These damn rats ain't taking care of no Goyim cattle. But the elect of Israel will. Heck yeah. But these damn people that claim to be Israel, they ain't doing shit. They ain't even hard to take care of their own damn people. They some stingy faggots. Anyway, add houses and take them away so they oppress a man and his house, even a man's heritage. Fucking niggers. Let's get to the next one. It says C.J. Wilderman.
Hi there, it's Dr. Chad Walding, co-founder of Native Path. We look at collagen differently than other supplement companies.
This is the CJ Brilliant Show.
Hello, it's your friend CJ, and in this episode, we reveal why the Iran war has forever destroyed the Israel lobby. But first, please remember to like and subscribe to our show, and don't forget to turn your notifications on so you never miss a single episode. Now let's get into it. Zionists told us the Israel lobby was untouchable.
Oh, Zionists. Fuck all that.
They told us it was the most powerful lobbying machine in the history of American democracy, that it could make or break any politician with a single phone call, a single check, a single whispered threat in a Senate hallway. They told us that no candidate could win a major election in this country without bowing.
They ain't gotta have a gun in your back. They just have some pictures and photos or some stuff of you doing stuff with children or certain other things. Oh, I don't even give a fuck about this shit, all those roasts. But yeah, these niggas, what's his name? Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart. And you know those roasts ain't nothing but a shaming ritual, make it fun of your ass. But humiliation ritual. But Dwayne Johnson talking about some what'd he do? He showed his titty to Kevin Hart, wanted him to suck on his titty. And he told me, you were sucking on my titty before. And then talking about gargling his balls or some shit. I'm like, man, what the fucking faggots. And see, that's what happens with these niggas here. You fucking sell out, fucking Israelite niggas. You join the fucking, you get on the goddamn, the Amaleks, Hollywood shit. These niggas be turned out, be fucking freaks. Carrying STDs and shit. Hell yeah, and the Lord gonna kill you niggas, man. The Lord gonna kill that muscle head ass of the Rock and little ass nigga, little faggot nigga. Damn, what's that nigga named Kevin Hart? And all the rest of you motherfuckers. Cause god dang, man. That was that nigga Dwayne was just straight tell him straight up that we faggots. Telling the people just laughing about this shit. They're fucking faggots. This ain't no joke. They're doing that shit for real. See, they can get away with that shit when it's all we expecting comedy, when it's a roast. But say that out when there's nothing to laugh about. Just come out of nowhere and talk about the shit. Get the fuck out of here.
On the knee to the Israel lobby without pledging.
Damn, that was a lot to say, and I don't even think I had to say all that.
Additional allegiance to a foreign government that has now killed more than 100,000 Palestinians in Gaza, most of them women and children.
Well, that's what happens when the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. When the wicked bear fruit, people mourn. Shit.
Well, Zionist assumptions have been proven wrong, dead wrong, because we are watching in real time the most consequential political realignment since the State of Israel was established on stolen Palestinian land in...
No. Actually, that land don't belong to neither. It belonged to the true Israelites. But we don't mind the Palestinians being there. Yeah, they taking care of the land. I mean, they growing stuff on that land. Meanwhile, those little fucking nigger rats, they out there destroying the land. Spraying pesticides, setting shit on fire, pissing on it. That's even worse than pesticide. Those rats pissing on the land. Goodness gracious.
1948.
Vote for anybody who takes AIPAC money.
I will not vote for a candidate that takes $1 from AIPAC.
I will not vote for any politician that takes any money from the Israel lobby.
Why the fuck will you even vote anyway?
I've never taken money from the Israel lobby. Have you?
Yeah, yes, I'm pretty sure he has, but not anymore, right? Anyway,
taken money
to control opposition
from the Israel.
The coercive and corrupting influence of the Zionist lobby has been so thoroughly exposed by independent journalists during the Palestinian genocide that even Jewish media outlets are openly admitting.
And that's why a lot of them keep talking about Zionists, separating the good Jews from the bad ones, or the good Jewish people from the bad Jewish people. Get the fuck out of here. They all ain't shit. Goodness gracious.
Israel lobby is now panicked and perplexed. So, let me take you through exactly what's happening here. American sympathies shifted away from Israel and towards Palestine for the first time in US history in late 2023.
Yeah, they're doing that, but is that stopping the bombs and oppression happening? No. Shit, they should be. Hey, they should be on the you Israelites. Talking about sympathizing. They should be sympathizing for you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Spanish Native Americans. Yeah, they should be like, hey, we sympathize with the true people of Israel. But they not.
As images of Israel's genocidal operations in Gaza became impossible to defend and even more impossible to ignore. Sadly, however, this shift in public opinion wasn't enough to forever vanquish the Israel lobby, which successfully backed 318 candidates in their respective congressional races during the 2024 presidential election.
Firm believer that no candidate wins an election on their own.
What I love about AIPAC is that they get...
You love them checks. You love them checks. Them checks are like, make your eyes go boing.
Behind people when they win.
Yeah, you love them big old checks, boy. Then they pay good. And then sometimes they have those incriminating pictures of their ass doing some shit.
AIPAC comes in, it's like someone threw you a life raft.
They bring some checks, some shekels.
Much has happened in the 18 months since the US election.
They buy your ass out, and you be in they doing their bidding, and if you get out of line, they'll show dangling those damn inappropriate pictures and video footage.
Not least the criminal Zionist Crusader war against Iran, launched on February 28, which, from the vantage point of ordinary Americans, now stinks of failure, humiliation, and defeat. Therefore, delivering a devastating death blow to the Zionist lobby, because for the first time ever, a US administration openly confessed to being dragged into yet another expensive and self-defeating war by the State of Israel.
Yesterday, you told us that Israel was going to strike Iran, and that's why we needed to get involved.
We knew that there was going to be an Israeli action. We knew that that would precipitate an attack against American forces, and we knew that if we didn't preemptively go after them before they launched those attacks, we would suffer higher casualties and perhaps even higher those killed.
Rubio's rare moment of truthfulness was compounded by the resignation of White House counterterrorism official Joe Kent, who laid blame squarely at the feet of the Israel lobby for leading the United States into another disastrous conflict in the Middle East.
Alright, I ain't gonna play no more of this. If you want to watch the rest of it, I usually say this for last, but I had some other videos I want to get into. But if you want to watch the rest of it, they go to title, they go to channel.
A New York Times op-ed on Israeli sexual violence against Palestinians is getting a...
Oh yeah. These dudes getting raped by men and dogs and objects and shit.
Lot of attention online. In the column, American journalist Nicholas Kristof calls out Israel's use of rape and sexual violence against Palestinians. He goes on to detail harrowing stories that he heard from 14 Palestinian victims who were assaulted.
Wait, well, there's 14 that came out and talk about it, but I know there's more. And some of them really don't want to bring it up. Some are already dead.
Israeli soldiers, settlers, security agents, and prison guards. But none of this is new.
Settlers.
Israel's systematic use of rape and sexual violence against Palestinians, including...
He pointed, he about to dive up in them cheeks. Big fat, faggot nigger.
Children has been widely reported by international rights groups and media, and it is often a subject of debate.
Oh yeah, here we go. These niggas are like, I have the right to rape another man. I have the right to crack his cheeks. I have the right to do this. I have the right to do that. Man, these niggas, that shows you another check, another check that shows you, proves that these motherfuckers are not the people.
Discussion on television.
This nigga saying, I have the right to bust another man's cheeks. Yeah. It's my duty to bust another man's butt cheeks.
And even comedy material.
Yeah, and even it's funny. How is this funny? How you find it funny to rape another man in a booty hole?
עללנו ברקטום של פעיל חמאס. זה הסיפור. וצלצלו?
Look, a funny looking nigga right there. That's a funny little crackle.
מי ענה?
ואתה הבחור עם האייפון שהכניס לו
Hold on, wait a minute, nigga. He said he inserted his iPhone in somebody's ass. And you're the guy with the iPhone that was inserted into the Amalek's ass. And everyone, were you involved in this event?
This time, however, it was reported by the New York Times, America's paper of record that has time and again overlooked and cast doubt on Palestinian narratives. Israel was quick to react. Official Israeli...
Yeah, they jumped on that bitch real quick and they said, anti-Semitic! We have the right to bust another man's butt cheeks! It's our duty to attack a man's booty! Goodness gracious.
The accounts and pro-Israeli figures slammed the piece, flooding social media feeds with criticism of the article, its author, and the publication. Israel's foreign ministry accused Kristof of blood libel, of inversing reality and spreading baseless lies. Israel's ambassador to the US, Michael Leiter, also accused Kristof of lying.
And by the way, this isn't the first time the New York Times has disproportionately bashed Israel. Oh, it's an addiction. This is characteristic of the same paper that disseminated baseless accusations of starvation.
But the sad thing is that, well, not sad, the crazy thing is these niggas admitting this shit. They admit they're busting man's butt cheeks. I mean, come on, bruh. How can you say, how can you defend against, how can you say you're not, but you're openly saying you are and you're proud of it? So these motherfuckers ain't the fucking people, man. I'm ready to get this kingdom. I'm ready to fuck these niggas up, man. Goodness fucking grace, I'm tired of this fucking shit. This fucking faggoty shit.
Israel denies accusations of sexual violence against...
I can't say what else I want to do, but I want to get the fuck out of here, man. I'm tired of this fucking shit. And you stupid ass people.
Prisoners. The government has not allowed the...
Faggots.
Red Cross to inspect the conditions of detainees in Israeli prisons for years.
I don't know, not. I don't know about these guys. Them guys are prisoners, I believe. I think these guys are prisoners. I don't know who these guys are. I don't know who them guys are, but I think they're prisoners. I'm not sure. But anyway.
The government has not allowed the Red Cross to inspect...
Yeah, I don't think those guys are those small hat niggers and rat niggers. I think those prisoners.
The conditions of detainees in Israeli prisons for years. And if they do make it out of
he about damn near gone.
Tension, inmates come out looking like this. Israeli soldiers were even caught on camera gang raping and torturing a Palestinian prisoner in the notorious Sde Timan detention facility. And while Ambassador Leiter claims that
any complaint of unlawful conduct by Israeli authorities...
Man, see, the earth is getting to the hands of the wicked. And who that be? Esau, he's a so-called white man, but he's not white. He's red, and he's a baby dick sucking Jewish faggot nigger. You can't, I be damned to be, no, you don't do this to your slaves. You don't goddamn violate they crack, nigga. These niggas are off as fuck. I mean, goddamn, that's immediate put to death, nigga. A sentence to death, nigga. You don't play with them motherfuckers booty hole, man. You fucking sodomite ass fucking niggers. Shit. Proverbs chapter 6 verse, no, this ain't it. And these people supposed to be the holy people in the Bible. Oh, they got them two niggas right there behind it. They just now recently talking about a death penalty for the motherfucker who off those fuckers. Shit. Yeah, if they even dead, I don't know. That was other thing was last year. I can't remember. Early this year. I can't remember. Fuck them niggas. Anyway. Psalm chapter 144 verse 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of the strange children whose mouth speaketh vanity in their right hands and right hand of falsehood. These niggas talk off shit and he doing off things. Goodness gracious. These niggas need to go.
Should be submitted to investigative bodies. And as is customary in a democratic society, those complaints will be reviewed thoroughly.
The soldiers from Israel's Unit 100 returned to reserve duty after
the booty crack busters. Yeah, they call them the booty crack buster gang. They crack their gang of booty busters, nigga. Bunch of faggots.
Charges against them were dropped. In fact, solidarity protests took place when the
soldiers protesting like, we have the right to bust your crack, bitch.
Soldiers were detained for questioning. Meanwhile, the whistleblower who leaked
that woman. You ain't heard from her ever again. Whatever happened to her ass? She probably dead. They probably bust her cracks, all her cracks, and then killed her ass. Shit. They bust her cracks in so many ways, and then they killed her ass. And it took a woman to call this shit out. Not a man, but it's supposed to be a man, because a man should be like, wait a minute, you niggas are busting other men's butt cracks? What the fuck? It took a woman to do so, and she felt like, damn, this is fucked up. This is going too far. Y'all a bunch of faggots. She don't want to be around a bunch of faggot ass soldiers. She want to be around a bunch of straight men. Shit. She like, you niggas smell like doo-doo. You know, them niggas been playing with the doo-doo hole, man. She like, probably is. She fed up with the idea of soldiers always smelling like doo-doo. You know, them niggas been diving in the duty hole. Shit.
Was arrested.
Oh, my speaker went out. She ain't that bad looking for a rat. She old, too. But she ain't that bad looking. But damn. It took a woman to come out and talk about this shit, but... And you see what they did to her ass. You never hear her ass again. She got to be dead.
No internal military investigation into the incident has been carried out. Instead, one of the soldiers, Meir bin Shitrit, has garnered a large online following.
What the fuck is that? Liver guts or some shit? What is it, chicken liver?
Has garnered a large online following.
ولدولة العرب إلى واحد بده يخط رجله هون بقول لكم من هون اليهودي.
Hold on. What did it do saying?
Soldiers, Meir bin Shitrit, has garnered a large online following.
This is to the Arab world. If one of you set foot here, the Jews will kick you out of here. Not a soldier, nor a colonel, or anything. A nuclear strike shall befall you.
النووي من الصغير
From the youngest to the eldest.
لكبير نحرقكم.
We will burn you in your country.
نحرقكم بدولتكم ولا واحد ياخذ.
No one will take over Jerusalem. Well, the real people of Israel will. You Israelites will. We're going to take over the whole world. Shit, yeah. And we're going to take all you heathens as our slaves. But we ain't taking no man's booty hole, though. Fuck no. Fuck no. We ain't taking no booty holes from nobody. That's Amalek, Esau doing that shit. And them niggas, hey, man, fuck that shit, man. This place sucks.
And made multiple appearances on primetime television, where he is sometimes introduced as a hero.
The alleged U.S. and Israeli interference plot to destabilize Mexico and other progressive governments.
So let me ask you this, like, I know this is now current news, but the concept of that their priorities has been to destabilize those specific countries is basically common knowledge amongst people on the left. Like, we know this, right? So what's the new information that what has changed that makes this be where we have something to prove this?
A leaked audio recording points to former Honduran President Juan Orlando Hernandez, Javier Milei, and the Donald as attempting to create a platform to spread fake news about the administrations of Claudia Sheinbaum, Lula, and Gustavo Petro.
This is okay. This is garbage. They trying to spread fake news about this rat. I don't know about this guy or this person here. I don't know their background. Matter of fact, let me see. You know, Claudia Sheinbaum is, okay, it says no Brazilian president, he's Catholic, raised Catholic, but he's not a baby dick sucking Jewish faggot fucker. He could be an Edomite, though. He could be an Edomite. Let me see what else. Who is this person? I can't remember how you spell his damn name. Short-term memory like crazy. Oh, it's G-U-S-T. Gustavo. Whatever. Gustavo. I think you gotta spell that right. Petro. They're probably gonna say no, come in, but he could be a Edomite though. But you know this bitch, Claudia Sheinbaum, Sherbert, but where the fuck, Sherbert? She a small hat, but it's just like it's strange. Fake news on her. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. This bitch got more authority over the fucking faggot Trump than ever.
Stated.
Because she's a small hatter.
The United States and Israel, with the help of Honduras, are allegedly positioning themselves on the geopolitical chessboard to control spheres of influence in Latin America.
And these motherfuckers trying to push this digital ID in Southern, South America to Mexico and all over the world. Shit. And for you Northern Kingdom Israelites in Mexico, that bitch is not your friend. She's your enemy. And y'all simple asses voted, or not voted for, y'all cheering for her because she was placed in that motherfucker. Now check this out. How many motherfuckers died during that presidential election in Mexico? There had to be, matter of fact, let's Google that. How many presidential, how you say that word? Nominees? No. How many presidential candidates died during the presidential run in Mexico in 2005? I think it was 2005. Not 2005, 2025. Oh, it's 24. Oh, here we go. List of, put it down. They have a list. A list of politicians killed. How many were there? Damn. This person died. This number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, and I don't think all these people were president. I don't know what position they was trying to, positions. I don't know what positions they were trying to run. Mayor. I don't know. But there was a lot of these niggas getting dropped, sent to the spirit world. But they going it up there in their right mind. Shit. There was a whole bunch of them. Killed in drive-by shooting, shot while getting out of his vehicle. Yep. And then killed by giving his last campaign speech. 1 of the 6 shot dead. And it was 1 of 4 dismembered bodies. Shit, that motherfucker got chippity chopped. They chopped his ass up like a hog. Or a cow or a chicken. Chopped his ass up. This motherfucker got chopped. And yeah, and also another thing, you got women that got fucked up too. I guess both of them got fucking killed. Come on, nigga. I'm trying to click on the picture and this shit acting like you don't want to do shit. See, you know what? I swear, Esau's a faggot. Esau's a homosexual, bro. It's supposed to be a picture. It's supposed to come up bigger over here on this side. Oh, now it go. Now it's coming up. Now I want to come up. What the hell going on? This slow ass internet. This slow ass internet, man. Esau's a faggot. Anyway, but I'm still getting some videos playing. Let me see. Yeah, all these people they shot up and killed. But guess what? The last survivor is the Shungbog bitch. She's the last survivor. The fuck out of here.
The news outlet Diario Red in America Latina.
I guess the Lord was protecting her during those times because she's a divine special person. the divine power of Amalek protect her from all the craziness. Anyway.
The website Hondurasgate have revealed in an investigation based on leaked audio recordings the interventionist intentions of leaders of the global right. One piece of evidence released at the end of April claims that former Honduran President Juan Orlando Hernandez, pardoned by Donald Trump from his 45-year sentence for drug trafficking. We totally got to stop those drug traffickers.
Yep, the narco criminals, but he's pardoning them.
I was just going to say, while we're still blowing up boats with zero evidence, zero reasonable cause, nothing, just blowing up boats, say, narco traffickers. Oh, okay.
With the support of the Republican president himself, his Argentine counterpart, Javier Milei, and the current Honduran administration are conspiring to create a channel for disseminating fake news with the intention of spreading misinformation and destabilizing the governments of Brazil, Colombia, and Mexico.
You know what?
Man, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck about this shit. Let's get to the next one.
Well, the New York Times has published a report so bad Netanyahu is threatening to sue. This is what he said. Today, I instructed my legal advisors to consider the harshest legal action against the New York Times and Nicholas Kristof. They defamed the soldiers of Israel and perpetuated a blood libel about rape, trying to create a false symmetry between the genocidal terror.
Like I said, these niggas they've been admitting they didn't been doing it. They parade about this shit. I mean, for goodness sakes, look what they do to the citizens over there after they rape the children and the women, and of course the men, but the women and the children, and wear their undergarments, their clothes. The soldiers wear their clothes. It's like proof that they did something to them. And thus, they killed their ass. Yeah. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Of Hamas and Israel's valiant soldiers. Under my leadership, Israel will not be silent. We will fight these lies in the court of public opinion and in the court of law. Truth will prevail. Well, you've already lost in the court of public opinion, I could tell you that. The report is quite...
Well, that court of opinion, well, whatever. But the real court gonna be set for you niggas pretty soon when Yahweh shall return. Y'all be in that judgment seat. Or fucking seat. Y'all ain't gonna be in the seat. Y'all gonna be standing. I don't know. I can tell you, the real judgment is coming. And it ain't gonna be judgment by man. It's gonna be judgment by divine entities. Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. Goodness fucking gracious. I hate these niggers. Damn right I said, cause these niggas rape people. in the booty hole. And they have dogs, trained dogs to rape them. Now, how the fuck you train a dog to rape somebody? They haven't. Shit. Anyway.
Affect. So viewer discretion be advised.
Very advised, because she ain't gonna talk about the dogs. She ain't gonna talk about the dogs. Shit.
I'm going to read some from this article, some of the reporting, and it is pretty graphic. It's pretty terrible, and it's actually very surprising that the New York Times actually published this. What's not surprising is, of course, the Wall Street Journal then, to counter this, published a whole piece on how terrible Hamas is and the rapes of Hamas. So when one publishes about the Israelis,
I just don't see how the hell is this the New York Times? How the hell the New York Times get a pass like this? That's the strange thing about it. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. The New York Times. Well, hey, the Lord work in so many ways. You know, whoever this person is that did this shit, that did this article, I don't know. They probably gonna end up getting killed. Yeah, I mean, you be like, you already know what happened to that person. You know who's behind that person's death.
They have to make it
this reporter
equal and publish about Hamas. But this is what
talk about what Hamas has done. But meanwhile, y'all, Hamas, we know they're not the holy people of the Bible, but y'all represent as the holy people of the Bible. So what the fuck you talk about?
In this particular story,
you shouldn't be doing none of this type of shit.
It's called The Silence That Meets the Rape of Palestinians. Male and female Palestinians describe brutal.
Check this out. If these niggas, these divine, unholy people doing the same shit to these towerhead folks, you know damn well they did the same thing to you so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Hey, Cristobal Colon, what he did to you Latinos, or, you know, you so-called Puerto Ricans and Colombians, or Dominicans. Yeah, you so-called, you so-called, well, the Haitians wasn't there. The Southern Kingdom wasn't over there on that side. Some were some Levites, because each tribe had some Levites as a priest, holy priests amongst them. But shit. But all you people, you Northern Kingdom, y'all was over here. Y'all were getting butt raped by Esau, Espanol, or whatever the fuck you call them niggas, them Spaniard faggot niggas. They were butt raping you, and getting your women and children, and they're selling you off to slavery, sending you off overseas. Y'all ain't like that shit never happened. It has happened. Shit. And what else? Oh, and guess what? Cristobal Colon, he's a small hat nigga. Yeah, he's a baby dick sucking Jewish faggot fucking nigga. Yeah, they even say it in his documents. And he says shit. Anyway, I'm not even bothered to play these videos as much. I'm just talking a whole lot. Hey, man, nothing wrong with it. It's the truth, bro. You look that shit up.
Sexual abuse at the hands of Israel's prison guards,
and
soldiers.
I mean, for you Israelites, and hey, over in America, they did the same thing to you, especially during captivity, slavery. They raped you. And they even, some of y'all got raped by dogs. Hell, they were doing that back then.
Settlers and interrogators.
Boy, I mean, it was some fucked up shit, and it's still going on fucking today. Goodness fucking gracious. You motherfuckers gonna be, oh man, y'all niggas gonna pay for the shit y'all doing. Ain't no telling what else these fucking devils, what these devils are doing to us from back then to now. You niggas gonna pay for that shit. And a lot of these motherfuckers think it's a joke. You gonna be, hey, let's see if you gonna be laughing when it's our turn to fuck you up.
Nicholas Kristof, and basically what Kristof says is he spoke with 14.
I heard enough of this. I don't want to hear nothing about no man getting his butt cheeks pounded by another man. Shit. Yeah, I say it like that because that's what's going on. Oh, here's another video about this shit. Yeah, it's talking about Israel is going to regret suing the New York Times. Oh, whatever. These niggas own the New York Times. They got, I don't know why the hell. That's the strange thing. These niggas own all media. How they, you know, I don't know. It's just strange.
No, you didn't witness that, Anna, because that's not what the footage shows, and that actually has been investigated.
Oh my goodness, is this? A bunch of bitches down barking.
in the courts.
I watched the video myself. I watched the video
you
myself.
interrupted me, as a matter of fact.
I have a screenshot. I'll share it immediately after this interview.
Anna. In fact, I have a screenshot of you
This is a fucking show, man. They give a fuck.
naming me on social media.
You're about to see more of that debate in just a moment. But before we get to that, Israel has declared that they plan to sue the New York Times over Nicholas Kristof's report on the sexual abuse of Palestinian.
What's the point of... They sued him, but y'all control the New York Times, which is strange. And y'all, a lot of the soldiers admit of raping men in the booty hole. And anybody else. Even doing your own. Giving STDs to babies by sucking their dicks. So I'm gonna tell you straight up, nigga. I ain't gonna hold shit back. Goodness gracious, man, these niggas are disgusting.
Detainees in Israeli prisons. Of course they are. Now, Kristof's column, for those of you who somehow missed it, alleged a pattern of widespread Israeli sexual violence against men, women, and even children by soldiers, settlers, interrogators in the Shin Bet Internal Security Agency, and above all, prison guards. So I do not want to get back into the details of that story because it is...
Yeah, that's why I didn't even want to hear about this shit anymore. But anyway, let me play this video with the guy that's... I forgot his nigga name, but anyway, the channel coming... I mean, the video coming from Arrows of Indignation 144. If you want to watch the rest of this video, we might get... They go to title of it, they go to channel. Let me get one description, then I'm going to get to that video. Well, I was talking a lot. I can't help it, bro. I'm fired up. And I'm fucking pissed. I'm ready to put my foot up these niggas' ass. Shit. What was it? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh Shema shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. Yeah, the prophets of Yahweh Shema and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him who is coming after the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. Yeah, that's Esau, Edom, so-called white man, but he ain't white. He's red. He's a baby dick sucking Jewish faggot nigger, and he likes to bust your booty cheeks, fucking faggot. Next video and last one.
Most Americans, and by most Americans, I mean mostly so-called white Americans, they get upset. They get upset when they see my talks. They get all sorts of negative emotions when I talk about the dismantling of America, the decline of America, the collapse of the United States, and so forth. The downgrading, the demotion of America as a global power. They get sad. They get hopeless. They get depressed, or they get defensive, or they get despondent. And I understand why.
The same way as they're speaking the truth about the history of these devils. Amalek, just pretty much Esau altogether. Because Esau Amalek don't give a fuck about America going down, but they don't like to be going down too and being exposed of being some nasty ass creatures.
I understand
unholy
why.
ass, not divine ass, just a bunch of niggers.
Because it has historically been their system. They got enough benefit from that system to make them actually believe more deeply in the myths around that system. Because of course it was a myth. It's always been a myth. It's never been anything but a myth. But they believed in it. The truth is they didn't enjoy benefits in that society because of democracy and freedom. They enjoyed benefits in that society because of mass murder. They enjoyed benefits in that society because of pillage, because of slavery and piracy and exploitation, and because of war and brutality. But they always thought that Uncle Sam was on their side, you see? They thought that they were the favorite nephew of their Uncle Sam. So when they see Uncle Sam, or when they hear me talk about Uncle Sam being amputated piece by piece, it grieves them. You understand me? So I understand why the erosion of America, or the erosion of the myth of America, I understand why that bothers them, and why they get all up in arms about it. I understand it. I understand why they get depressed. I understand why their feelings get hurt. There is no more indoctrinated people. There's no more brainwashed and no more psychologically and culturally misprogrammed people on the face of this earth than so-called white Americans. I've talked about that before. Like I say,
Don't forget about Amalek. It ain't what so-called white Americans. They red, they Edomites, and also y'all throw in their cousins. But he don't believe they're all the same people. Yeah, this nigga here don't believe that the so-called Jewish people are the same people as so-called white people. They are the same damn people. Just one is more special than the other. One is more divine and more wicked than the other. Well, they are wicked anyway.
Marauder mentality, the lack of development, and so on, the lack of civilization, and what have you. The overwhelming majority, the truth of the matter is, the overwhelming majority of them throughout history have only ever been serfs, and they're still serfs until today. The truth of the matter is that they don't actually have a stake in that system either. They don't have a stake in the system either. The system doesn't care about them either. That's the fact. But to one extent or another, they have benefited from it, and more importantly, they identify with it, right? When the United States sends someone to the moon, they'll say, we landed on the moon. When the U.S. attacks another country, they'll say, we are at war. We are at war. When they talk about the American economy, they say, our economy, and so on. It's like a fan of a sports team or something. The fan of a sports team who imagines that he has some kind of a share in it anytime that team wins a game. You see, they identify with the American project as their project. So when that project degrades, they identify that degradation with themselves. It's personal. They take it personally. There's a sense of loss. There's a sense of disappointment. There's a sense of panic. But like I said before, what's happening in America is the onshoring of previously offshore colonization and extraction. And that's going to be applied across the board to all demographics. The neoliberal economic programs that they used to use to plunder countries all across the global south are now being applied at home, and that's going to intensify, and no one is going to be spared. You need to know that. No one is going to be spared. No one is going to have, protected hands-off status, because this is not being done for the sake of America. It's being done for the sake of a national capital. It's being done for the sake of the national owners and controllers of global financialized capital who have completely untethered themselves from any sort of nationalism. They've untethered themselves from any sort of patriotism or any sense of investment in the old obsolete priorities of the American power structure. Well, who depended on that power structure all this time? What demographic depended on the power structure? Which one relied on the backing of that power structure all this time? Who's been the priority? What demographic group has been the priority of the power structure all this time? Who's always actually had the real protected, the real privileged status in that society? That's going away. Look, when I go through my comment section, who do you think I see? Who do you think I see most often talking about, I have to get out of this country? I'm planning on moving.
The Edomites. Oh, who else is talking about leaving out of a country that's supposed to be their country? That God gave us this land, but now you're leaving out of it. Why is that? Because they're being attacked, and they're supposed to be dwelling in safety. The gutter rats wearing small hats supposed to be dwelling in safety, but they're not. They're leaving because they're being attacked, and they got to go to all these other countries, which the other countries don't even want their asses there. From Thailand, from freaking India would take it, but I don't think they want to go to stay over there no musty ass with all them musty ass Indian niggas. The shit, even though Moody, he loves you small head niggas. But hell, they like, man, we ain't going over there with them musty ass Indians. Yeah, y'all a bunch of Indians. Shit, was it Elam? I don't know what kind of Indians are. Anyway, they the real Indians. Indians. But anyway, shit. Yeah, they say they go to all these countries from Argentina. They got to burn Argentina down. Shit, before they get there and live there, they got to burn that whole country down. Shit.
Out of this country. Who do you think is melting down? Who do you see having meltdowns on social media?
Esau, the Edomites. And Amalek, they having meltdowns too.
In public, screaming at their phone camera, crying at their phone camera, yelling, weeping, begging for someone to come, for anyone to come and save them. Begging for someone to come and fix things, to lead them, to rescue them. Well, you obviously know who it is. You know which people are doing that. It's the same people who never built anything for them.
Yep. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, that persecute thee. And the Lord put that he's pretty much he bringing plagues to you damn devils.
Themselves. It's the same people who never had to build anything for themselves. I'm not saying this as a put down. Understand, I'm not saying this as a put down. It's just another data point. This is what I'm telling you. It's another data point. I'm saying that the way that country is going, the direction that country is going, the skill set of the oppressed is going to have a massive advantage.
Yeah. I don't know about that, because the skill set, what do you mean, like jobs? Because there won't be no work in Egypt. There's going to be a lot. He talking about in America. Well, there's going to be a lot of crime and violence. Nobody ain't going to want to be doing shit when this bitch collapse. And shit. And then the water get cut off. Electricity get cut off. All kind of shit happening. And lockdowns, man. Please. I don't know about that, bud. I know for a fact it ain't gonna be no economic swell, whatever the fuck he talking about.
The skill set of the privileged. And like I say, again, this is when you see that hunter-gatherer mentality, that marauder mentality. I have to get out of this country, you see? Let me get my passport and go somewhere else. If I'm not going to get my privileges, if I'm not going to get my comfort, if I'm not going to have my convenience catered to, then let me get out of here. Let me go elsewhere. Greener pastures, you understand? Scavengers. There's no patriotism. There's no nationalism. There's privilegism. There's get-mineism. They'll drop that country. They'll drop that country the same way that their elites are dropping that country.
True. They talk about the red, white, and blue. God bless America. But then shit, now in this time, a lot of these motherfuckers are leaving out of here. Yep. Too damn expensive, too damn dangerous to live here. And the politics are too retarded. Anyway.
You know, I mentioned before that JFK quote. I've talked about it a few times. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. But when he said country, he didn't mean you. He didn't mean African Americans. He didn't mean Latino Americans. He didn't mean Arab Americans or Asian Americans or Muslim Americans or anybody else. Country here refers to one specific demographic.
Edomites.
Means ask not what white people can do for you, ask what you can do for white people. Yes, that's what it meant. That's what it means.
And small hat people.
Like I said, they identify with the country and they identify the country.
I'm gonna stop right there, but I'm about an hour in. If you want to watch the rest of the video, they go to the title of the video, they go bruh channel. Arrows of Indignation 144. Boom. I'm about to get on out of here, but seek the Lord by seeking his prophets and take heed to what they say and try to build a spiritual mental relationship with Yahweh Shema Shah by praying Yahweh Shema Shah, praising Yahweh Shema Shah, worshiping Yahweh Shema Shah, fearing Yahweh Shema Shah, and repenting to Yahweh Shema Shah. To all the men out there pushing his truth and none but the truth in the name, spirit, and power, Yahweh Shema Shah. Keep on preaching, keep on teaching, keep your faith and trust strong, Yahweh Shema Shah, stay humble. And for you few sisters out there taking heed, keep your faith and trust strong, Yahweh Shema Shah. Stay humble, stay in order with your man. If you ain't got no man, stay in order, Yahweh Shema Shah. Peace and blessings. Oh man, I'm about to sneeze. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.